This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. To the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Looking for room, it's Wilcox. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Kentucky going quickly.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
To the air, it's Wimsatt. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. Touchdown Sooners. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the big 6.
Bring it to me, I'll open it. Bring it to me, I'll open it.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking to throw on second down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Fires it into traffic and it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
First down here for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Burks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. 2 totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo thrown around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Fast motion from the offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air, it's Wimsatt. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's teams that go on throughout a season.
Yeah, it's 365, and it's a lot of pressure on coaches to re-recruit their own players as well to try to keep those rosters intact. But the transfer portal completely flips rosters upside down. One team that struggles this year, if they get one key addition, it's a team potentially competing for a national championship next season.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Let's it
Oh my
deep
God, look at the
downfield.
throw.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The aerial assault continues. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Makes his connection. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Just going to keep it after the snap. Afterburner's coming. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 35. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
And the Sooners are on the move. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Offense threatening, 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll toss it to the left. He's there to make the stop.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins.
Hey!
Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. On the move. Can't get him to the ground. Jumped on top of the pile.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, and I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's White. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Kentucky right back to the line.
And the defense brought the blitz on 3rd down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progression.
Nothing but green ahead. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Alchuk. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They move the tight end all over. Looking for a crease. It's Alchuk.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to run for it. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins.
Hold on.
Takes the easy completion. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Wide out in motion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, wants to throw it. He'll take a shot. And he's got it! Touchdown Sooner! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Utah delivered a masterpiece performance today and gave notice to the rest of college football. This is a team that can win anywhere, any way against just about any opponent. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Motion from the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. He'll try to take it back. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 38-yard line.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Using his legs to buy some time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on second down. He's going for it all. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Throws to the tight end. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
He's looking to throw it. He uncorks one deep. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Looking to throw, it's Wimsatt. Finds his back in the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Comes out throwing on first down. He tries to take the top off. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Takes the handoff. It's Achuk. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Hawkins. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, going up top. Complete, out of the backfield.
Get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The give on 4th down. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
I like the call. You're so close to midfield. If you don't get it, it's not the end of the world.
Do you like that they kept it on the ground and not just because it was successful?
Yeah, I think a lot of coaches tend to overthink it. And I just think you keep it on the ground, keep it simple, something you've been running since day one, and you know in short yardage situations, you do really well.
trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He finds his man.
Oh my God.
Space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? Oh, no, he just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
It's complete to the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Finds his big tight end. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
And man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sharp. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense. Down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. On the ground, it's Traina. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a 1st down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. To the air, it's Vandergrift. Right down the middle. Fires a bullet. Oh, it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarter. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Line gets set, first down. He's going to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Buys a little time with his feet. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
He's gone out of bounds at the 44. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 28, Kentucky 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking downfield, it's Vandergrift. Steps away. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
They'll run play action. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
Unloads it downfield. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give it.
Gets away from one, finds room. He's loose. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Wildcats in the hurry up.
Nice strike, big play in the passing games. I'll tell you what, find your mismatches, find your advantages, what you do well, and do it again. And then again. And then we know how do we do it again. Keep attacking.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll just keep slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's a first down for the offense.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's got him, and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
They'll throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's Burks. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. They'll run the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Discards a man. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Going up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Looking to pass on second down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's caught inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Starting to feel a little pressure. That's caught. It's Brown. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game and take the W into the locker room.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And he fired it to the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
After the misfire, now on second down. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Fires left. A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1, getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water. As soon as they saw this offense decide to go for it in that area of the field, they were like, okay, you're going to gift us the football. We'll go ahead. We'll take over. Thanks. We'll make a play, and we'll take this over. And now we're going to try to make you pay for that decision.
quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Trying to run it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The old